Hi, Mona.
Hi, Simone. Welcome to our offices.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you doing?
Pleasure. Good.
So, Mona, you do a lot. You wear many different hats. Can you break them down for me?
I do, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think my love for creation have started way before I became what is called an entrepreneur. Because when I started working in Rotana hotels, way back in the days when there was no Rotana hotel, you really worked in a startup. So the startup creation or initiating anything from ground up means you have to have so many characteristics to help you not only survive and succeed, but to actually grow. And I found that love in me. I think it started when we were doing hotel openings and pre-opening setup. And when you're doing, pre-openings, it's all about planning and setting a very systematic timeline and creating blueprints for everything you do in life. So you have a blueprint for, if you want to do this, there's a blueprint, there's an SOP for it. And that helps you expedite.
What was your role at the time for Rotana?
I started as an assistant director of sales for Dubai and Northern Emirates. Then at the age of 29, I became area director of sales and marketing for Dubai and Northern Emirates, super young, with an amazing team of ladies. The boys back then in my team used to say, Muna, please, are we going to have a new male? And I'm like, nope, I have another female. And I really, at one point in time, I think I had my A team of ladies. And funny enough, till today, I'm in contact with them all. So they are the ones that shaped a lot of what you would say leadership skills and if I was good or bad, or one of my team would tell you she would used to make us work till 11 p.m. and guess what? We go back home with a smile. And if she listens to this video, she will know who she is.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah. So that's it. And then I left Rotana in 2007 for no other reason but just the element of change.
Got it.
Wanted to do, can I create something on my own? And back then, consulting in the region or having a consultancy that would focus very much on commercial support for the independent, unbranded or national hotels did not exist.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, why not fill that space? That's where I come from. I come from the corporate office of Rotana Hotels. I was in charge of sales, revenue and distribution for Rotana Hotels. Did a lot of pre-openings and of structuring sales offices, sales and distribution offices, not marketing. Marketing was always my colleague, my counterpart. And we set up the first consultancy, and I opened that in 2008, and the crisis hits. So I remember a colleague he was a business associate of mine who told me back then, Muna, don't worry. If you survive today, you will have nothing to worry about. And fast forward, this lovely gentleman is my business partner today.
Amazing.
Yeah. And we survived as a consultancy. Corona was tough.
Right.
We survived Corona and we grew.
Wow.
So that's not an easy.
I'm just thinking about the time frame from when you met your partner till now. That's a very long time.
That is not the same partner.
Okay, that's another partner. Okay.
So no, I set up InsideOut in 2008. We still operate till today. Very, very successful and very specialized boutique consultancy, purely specialized in commercial advisory services for the hospitality industry and service industry in some ways. But what differentiates us is we don't only do the strategy, we do the strategy and the implementation. Along the way as well, I was honored to be given the opportunity to manage HSMAI in Middle East and Africa. And HSMAI is a global not-for-profit association, again, very focused on the commercial disciplines, so sales, marketing, revenue. And I consider it an honor to have been given that opportunity, because as a consultant, the worst thing I could have ever fallen into is being obsolete, or depending on what I have learned in the past. Because I've always thought that what you have learned in the past is good for the past and it got you where you are today. But then how are you going to progress till tomorrow? So that association not only really fulfilled a DNA that I have, which is amazing benefits of networking, best practice sharing, being connected to your industry and your peers for that bouncing of ideas, sharing of, you think that your pain points are yours. They're not, they're everybody's.
Sure.
So yeah, we might compete in real life, but within the industry, we are colleagues and we are peers. So the association filled in a personal and a professional gap, which is how to stay relevant, how to stay up to date, and how to stay connected.
Okay.
And nothing better than associations in general and our beautiful community in HSMAI. And we've done well. I invite you to come to our annual conference in November.
Yes.
It's something. Did you come?
I came last year, actually.
Ah, you did?
Yeah, I was there last year.
Very
good.
And?
I really enjoyed it, actually.
Did you walk away with at least 3?
There was a lot of things I walked away with, actually. I mean,
Good.
there's, like you said, there's 3 different verticals, and it's interesting for me to see how they operate, and then also, more importantly, how they operate together. Gave me some interesting ideas.
Well, wait until you see what we have for this year.
I look forward to it.
And the beauty about this conference is, running conferences is not an easy.
No, ma'am.
Easy, absolutely. I mean, creating content is a nightmare. But what differentiates this specific event is content is truly created by the industry, from the industry. So today we have now what we call the working group, and that working group is formed by VPs and chiefs of sales, marketing, revenue, and commercial of our hospitality industry in Middle East and Africa, where every one of my colleagues said, Muna, I volunteer to moderate, I volunteer to lead a discussion, and that's how we are going to create that content to ensure that what we will deliver in November is relevant and most recent, not yesterday, because yesterday is good for yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares about yesterday? Tell me about tomorrow. So that's I would say my second venture, whilst it's not mine because it's a global association, but I consider it an entrepreneurial step because in not-for-profit association, you need to make profit to be not-for-profit.
Exactly.
So sustaining a not-for-profit is not an easy role to play, and I'm blessed to have a small but mighty team. And yeah, we continue to grow, and then came the beautiful ExploreTECH. So in my career, whether from Rotana days or to consulting, I've always believed in the role technology plays in everything, in enabling and facilitating a policy or a procedure or an objective or overcoming a pain point that you have. So throughout the years, I've done quite a substantial amount of designing what we call a tech stack and procuring technology on behalf of partners. Always staying clean, meaning I've always been vendor free. I've never been biased to one technology because I have never been a believer of the best. There is nothing called the best. Yeah? There is something called the best fit. Because tell me today, what is the best car? What's the best clothes brand?
It depends on so many things.
Absolutely. So it really depends on what is best fit for me. So in the space of technology, it is so diverse and fast growing, and there is constantly something new happening that I personally think it's impossible for anyone to say I'm an expert. I am not an expert. I talk about myself, and I talk about everybody. There is nothing called an expert because the industry is fast moving, fast growing, yet technology is an enabler. Technology is a key component of the opening budget of a hotel and the operating budget of a hotel. So how can we facilitate that? How can we make technology available to almost everyone, irrespective of your size as a hotel? So whether you are an independent, non-branded, or a global chain, you need to be given the equal rights and opportunities to identify and find the best fit for you.
Sure.
And that's a time-consuming activity. So the idea of ExploreTECH came, me chatting with my co-founder, Ralph, and we came and we said, there has to be a better way. There are marketplaces. So marketplaces such as Captera and Hotel Tech Report existed for many years and are successful businesses, but they are technology listing. They will not provide me with that detailed content that will help me through the full journey of tech procurement. So we put our thinking hats on, we did our market studies, and we said, okay, ExploreTECH is to be at least validated as an idea, and for that we needed money. And I went to my partner long time ago, and I said, Antoine, this is the idea that we have. What do you think? He said, I love it. Let's run an MVP. So before you go into I am what is called a safe entrepreneur. I like to calculate my risks, because at the end of the day, you're not playing with your own money now. You have somebody else's money that has entrusted you to deliver a vision. So we built an MVP, very, very successful. Well, built an MVP with limited resources and validated it in the market with both buyers and vendors, and everybody said, love it. And ideas started flowing. So we went through our pre-seed launch, went to my, this is another funny story. I have many of them. I mean,
I love it.
Yeah. I pitched the idea and the vision of ExploreTECH to my first client in InsideOut, an outstanding Saudi lady called Al Anud, who was my first client when I set up InsideOut in 2008. So the first check of money that I received in my bank account in 2008 was Al Anud.
Wow.
And when I pitched the idea of ExploreTECH, she said, Muna, I love it. How much money do you need? And kid you not, I was sitting with you like now. And she said, okay, I can only transfer X amount right now from my bank. So bank money came, and the next day bank money came. I haven't even shared an agreement because she loved the idea. She loved what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to build. Fast forward, the MVP was a success. We raised capital and we incorporated ExploreTECH in ADGM. So we are an offshore holding company in Abu Dhabi Goods Market in September 2022. And we launched our operating license and our own in-house built ExploreTECH in January 1, 2023. So in reality, we are 2.5 years old. Well, 2.5 years old. Oh my God, we're getting 3 very soon. So what is ExploreTECH?
Yes.
ExploreTECH is the first of its kind AI-powered B2B SaaS platform to simplify and automate the tech procurement process from ideation, from the moment you think of the idea, to procurement without the transaction. What do I mean without the transaction? I mean, I have nothing to sell you. I have everything to educate you during your journey. I have everything to help you simplify and automate that time-consuming, resource-heavy journey. But I don't sell you anything. Because the relationship between the vendor and the buyer has to always remain direct, especially in technology for compliance and legal. So that beautiful Canva meant that the ExploreTECH is like a puzzle. Multiple pieces has to be built that all needs to fit with one another in order for you to see the end product or that beautiful Canva that we hope we will achieve by the end of 2025, because today we sit at about 73% completion in terms of our build.
73% completion.
Approximately. I'm waiting for my CTO to give me that spot on number. You know, I'm very number accurate. So yeah, so we've been building one piece after another, and in any marketplace, it's always the chicken or the egg. Is it the buyer first before the vendor, or is it the vendor first before the buyer? So we're working on both verticals.
Do you have any onboarders right now? Who are you working with?
Plenty. So the ultimate user of ExploreTECH is the actual buyer.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, this is a solution intended to help the hospitality industry simplify and automate and save time for them during that tech procurement journey. And tech procurement can be either for a new build, or you're just upgrading your existing tech stack, or you are adapting and adopting new technologies that helps you in your operation. QR codes did not exist 7-8 years ago. Now they are a given. They are a given in your operation. So that is not a core tech stack. You can operate your hotel without the QR code, but today as a customer, you walk into a hotel and you have to look through pages of menu. You're like, okay, what happened there? Where's my zoom in QR code? So the ultimate user is the buyer, which meant that you had to build content that would appeal to the buyer, and that is technology. So our first adopters were technology partners. I have to say some very big names immediately saw the end result, immediately saw through the vision.
Right.
Because today we are a startup. Don't think we are making profits as yet.
Okay.
And we're still building our solution. But so many big names in the technology space saw through the vision from day one, and they actually joined us since 2022, knowing what is yet to come. And they say, we know, and they keep on feeding us with feedback on how we can improve things. So the early adopters were definitely the technology partners. And we did not want to shout to buyers until we have a solid product for them.
Because obviously you work with the vendors and the buyers.
Absolutely. The solution, ExploreTECH, is intended for the user. The user is actually your buyer. But the buyer needs to have the content of the seller, or else if I am only going to showcase the products that they know, then how did I educate them on the opportunities or the other possible solutions that may be best fit for them? You don't know what you don't know. So it's a lot of building content. It's a lot of convincing, because you also fall in the vendors, why should I spend time putting my content in ExploreTECH? It takes time. You still don't have traction with the buyers. And we're like, yes, we don't have the traction with the buyers, but the buyers will not engage until I have the right content for them. So the chicken or the egg, but we're super determined. So we today we sit at about 1,200 plus vendors, brands, 2,500 plus products, and growing. And we have, I have an amazing CTO, really such a smart 30-year-old kid, those gigs in technology. Yeah. He told me during interview, he said, ma'am, he still calls me ma'am till today, ma'am, you dream and I build.
Wow. Am I understanding this correctly? Is it an app? Is it a software?
Okay, it's not an app as yet, but it's not on our priority list, let's put it. It is, let's call it a website. So today you go to ExploreTECH.io and you start your search. And remember what I said about what ExploreTECH is from ideation. So from the original business plan, we always said we're going to build our chatbot to help the user converse with the content on the platform in a more simple, automated way. God loves us. AI was born. So with the AI, the fast adoption of all of us of what AI is, my CTO said, why build something from scratch versus adopting what is available? So powering what we want to create in our ExploreTECH Pro, and our ExploreTECH Pro is that user interface for the buyer. Why not power it with the AI capabilities? And that's what we launched in ATM on the 28th of April.
Very nice.
So ExploreTECHPro.ai is nothing but our search or the prompter within our ExploreTECH.io, within our main platform. So you go to our main platform, think of our platform or ExploreTECH.io, think of it like the library.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big library of content. It has products classified under, we have now split them under 98 or 100 plus subcategories and growing. We keep on growing our subcategories, 2,500 products and growing. So think of it of the library. We have consultants because we knew that to complete that journey, you may, as a buyer or as a user, want to have that sounding board, that bouncing your idea with someone that you know is agnostic and vendor free. He has no interest to sell you anything, but he has all the interest of giving you advice. So we've as part of our Canva, we have the voice of the expert, and the voice of the expert is that consultancy or that human element in our digital world.
It builds a trust, I suppose.
Absolutely. So we did that. We've built a very comprehensive comparison tool. Now you would think, comparison, it's easy. No, it's not, because between three vendors within the same category, let's say looking at a PMS world, you have three vendors, they would call the same thing three different things.
Wow, okay.
Now you need to unify that a set of functionalities and features to help the user, the buyer, the hotel, compare apples to apples and not need to decipher. So what did you mean about this? And what did you mean about that? Believe me, if you would have asked me in June, this is what you would be doing, I would like, you're crazy. I love my sales. I'm a salesperson by nature. Send me to Kuwait, send me to Qatar. This is what I love the most. You change, you learn something new. So then it's during that period where I learned how much technology can simplify so many processes. This is what got me very connected to technology. HEDNA as an association was one of my first teachers. HSMAI was my second, way before I took HSMAI here, because in those associations and those communities, you are able to sit, listen, hear, and learn. Learning doesn't happen in classroom. Gone are the days. There are so many ways that you can every single day learn something new. And that's how I started that world of tech.
Just to close, two final questions for you. What has life been like for you as an entrepreneur having a startup?
One person told me long time ago when I started InsideOut, they said, I hope you know that the list of the things that you are going to say no to is way longer than the list that you're going to say yes to. Because people think being self-employed means flexibility. You wake up when you want, you go to work when you want. Reality is what entrepreneur teaches you is accountability, agility, for sure. And the most important thing, the return on your effort spent.
Mona, as a final question, what is your vision for ExploreTECH?
Ask me that question in 1 year, but I will tell you today the immediate vision part one. I want to complete that journey. I want to complete the ideation to procurement. What is still missing to build? We have 4 functionalities, and I will not say them today for a reason. But we thought that once we have completed the journey, there will be an after product 2. One is a white label solution for hotel brands, and one is a white label solution for technology partners. During this year, we thought, no, we're going to bring forward the white label solution for the hotel partners. And we spoke to 2 global brands and GHA. I will mention GHA because GHA is our first and early adopter who is now piloting our white label solution that we hope that we would deliver to them by mid-June. We're customizing it as we speak, and it's purely a white label solution. So the G-Tech of GHA is going to be the technology marketplace of GHA to support its member brands across 950 hotels and 45 brands. So I say no more about it because I know for a fact that by mid-June, once we have physically seen the end product, there is a big difference between building a vision on paper and seeing it live. And nothing that we have done in ExploreTECH was only talk.
On paper,
it was talk and action. So we said on the 28th of April, we are going to launch our Pro, we will launch our white label solution, and we will launch the AI tagging. That's another thing. So 3 key and the amazing small and mighty team that we have at ExploreTECH, and by the way, we're only 19, did it. So now we have to fine tune it. And so, yeah, we still have a way to go. So for the vision part 1 is complete that tech procurement journey. From ideation to procurement without the transaction, which means we still have to add reviews, we have to add referrals, we have to add procurement, and procurement tool.
Well, we're going to come back in 1 year and have a chat to you
about
the vision.
Of course you will come to me.
And we
maybe
cannot
before
wait.
1 year.
I'm sure. We cannot wait to see what you do. Thank you so much, Mona. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.